besides being two of the world's most famous athletes in their respective sports. Virat Kohli and Lionel Messi are two successful tycoons who know how to multiply their fortunes. But have you ever wondered which of them leads the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Virat Kohli and Lionel Messi. So, let's fight! Most expensive mansion. Both athletes tend to invest a lot of money in good places to live. But which of them owns the most valuable mansion? Virat Kohli, for example, has acquired a very luxurious property in the city of Gurgaon, India. The luxurious architectural mansion is situated on a 5,300 square foot plot and has a built-up area of 10,000 square feet, which stands out for its contemporary works of art and geometric structures that make it an even more sophisticated place to live. Among the amenities of this residence are a living room with a glass wall, a dining area for 8 people, an elegant bar for get-togethers, a cozy family room with a TV, and a pool area for leisure days. And to acquire this property, Virat Kohli had to spend a real fortune. According to some sources, he spent the equivalent of more than $9,607,000 on the place. Messi, for his part, when he played for Barcelona, lived in a house close to where he worked. The player's property was located in a luxury condominium in Castelldefels, a town that is only 12 miles away from Barcelona. The residence that the Argentinian lives in with his family has an imposing white facade and is surrounded by a very green lawn. And because the mansion is located on top of the hills, it has a beautiful view of the city, while at the same time offering plenty of privacy for him to live in peace. On social networks, Messi has already shared with his followers some of his intimacy inside the property, especially the cute moments he enjoys with his children. The interior of the property seems to be very comfortable and cozy, perfect for him to rest after an intense training routine. The outside area has a lot of space and a soccer field, where he even posted on Instagram the first steps of his youngest. No doubt Lionel Messi's mansion can meet all his needs, being an excellent refuge for him and his family. And a curious thing is that it is speculated in the press that Messi even bought the house from his neighbors because they were too noisy, something super normal for a man as rich as him, isn't it? And although the exact price of the player's property is not known, to get an idea, there are properties in the same area that cost up to 10 million euros. And because we don't know the exact value of Messi's mansion, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Aircraft. Both tycoons like to travel in modern jets, but who has the most expensive aircraft? Kohli has already shared photos, for example, of a Cessna 680 Citation Sovereign, a modern and luxurious corporate jet. The interior of the aircraft has a maximum capacity of up to 12 passengers and offers all the comforts of a medium-sized business jet. To get an idea of the price, you can find an aircraft of this model costing an average of $7.4 million. And it is speculated that Virat Kohli owns the jet of this model that he used, but if the star opted only to rent it, he may have paid around $5,000 per flight hour. Lionel Messi, for his part, owns a Gulfstream G550, one of the safest and best-performing private jets in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to the speed of sound. Not to mention its intercontinental range, which allows it to travel great distances without the need to stop for fuel. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious and can hold up to 19 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. And to get an idea of the price of this aircraft, some sources estimate that the player's aircraft is valued at around £12 million. Since Messi's jet is more expensive and luxurious, he wins this round. Vehicles. Both celebrities love to enjoy good cars, but who has the most valuable collection? In his garage, for example, Virat Kohli has a few practical motorbikes, such as TVS Sport 2013 STD valued at $480, TVS Sport BS which costs around $770, Hero Impulse estimated at $870, Suzuki Access 125 for $1.1 thousand, Hero Charisma ZMR for $1.3 thousand, Hero Extreme 200R for $1.6 thousand, Ampere Primus electric scooter from $1.7 thousand, Hero Expulse 200T for $1.8 thousand, and even a Honda XR $2,900. When it comes to cars, Virat Kohli has been spotted with a variety of luxury vehicles, such as a Renault Duster $15,000, Willys Jeep $40,000, Toyota Fortuner $50,000, Audi A6 for $58,000, Audi Q7 for $64,000, Audi Q8 for $75,000, Audi RS5 from $76,000, Audi RS5 Coupe for $79,000, Audi Q8 e-tron for $84,000, Land Rover Vogue for $110,000, Audi RS7 for $120,000, Audi A8W12 Quattro for $137,000, and a Audi R8 V10 plus $158,000. One of the most expensive cars he was photographed with is a Bentley Flying Spur, a car packed with sophisticated features that reaches an impressive 200 miles per hour top speed. And to give you an idea of the price, a vehicle like this costs around $200,000. Another car on the same level as the one he seems to have is a Lamborghini Gallardo, a fast vehicle equipped with a V10 engine, capable of attracting attention wherever it goes, and which, depending on the year and version, can cost more than $200,000. The athlete also has a Bentley Continental GT, a sophisticated car from the renowned Bentley luxury car brand. The interior of the vehicle is finished to the highest standard and, of course, it is equipped with a very powerful engine. And it's no wonder that this car can cost upwards of $220,000. Kohli also owns an Audi R8 LMX, an exclusive sports car that stands out for being one of the most powerful versions created by the German car manufacturer Audi. The car is equipped with a V10 engine that delivers 570 horsepower and is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. And because it's a limited edition vehicle, its price is around $280,000. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, has been seen in several cars, such as Toyota Prius for $25,000, Mini Cooper $30,000, Audi Q7 $60,000, Mercedes-Benz GLE for $70,000, Audi A7 $75,000, Range Rover Sport $80,000, Toyota Land Cruiser $85,000, Cadillac Escalade $95,000, Range Rover Vogue for $100,000, Audi RS6 for $120,000, Porsche Panamera $140,000, and even a Maserati Gran Turismo, a legendary sports car made for those who like speed. And to own this machine, you may have to fork out around $200,000. And several sources speculate that he owns a Pagani Zonda, a sports car equipped with a powerful engine that can accelerate from 0 to 100 in an impressive 2.8 seconds and can reach a top speed of 217 miles per hour. And if he really has this sports car in his garage, he had to fork out around $2 million. Considering that Messi has all these cars, he wins this round. Watches. Both athletes love to wear sophisticated watches, but which one invests more money in this type of accessory? Lionel Messi, for example, likes to wear various watches, such as $24,000 Rolex Oyster Perpetual, $32,000 Rolex Yachtmaster, $35,000 Rolex Daytona, $75,000 Audemars Piguet Jumbo Extra, $95,000 Rolex Submariner, $125,000 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Chronograph, $142,000 Jacob & Co. Epic SF24, $190,000 Jacob & Co. Epic X, and even a $275,000 Patek Philippe Nautilus in rose gold. Meanwhile, Virat Kohli has been spotted with Panerai Luminar 1950 GMT for $7,300, Santos de Cartier Green Dial for $8,400, Rolex Deep CC Dweller for $11,400, Rolex Oyster Perpetual Green for $12,000, Rolex Datejust Blue Dial for $12,500, Rolex Datejust Wimbledon for $14,000, Rolex Oyster Perpetual Tiffany Dial for $15,000, Rolex Submariner Starbucks for $17,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi for $22,000, Hublot Classic Fusion Aero Fusion for $28,000, Rolex Submariner Yellow Gold for $31.6 thousand. Rolex Daytona Black Dial Oyster Steel for $32,000. Rolex Daytona Panda for $35,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph for $35.6 thousand. Rolex Yachtmaster Black Dial and Rose Gold for $38,000. Rolex Skydweller Eve Rose Gold for $46,000. Rolex Day-Date in White Gold for $48,000. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Yellow Gold for $55,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Blue Dial for $77,000. Rolex Daytona John Mayer Dial for $90,000. Patek Philippe Aquanaut Blue Dial for $110,000. Patek Philippe Nautilus Moonphase for $113,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Extra Thin in Rose Gold for $118,000. Patek Philippe Aquanaut Rose Gold for $126,000. Rolex Daytona Platinum Ice Blue Dial for $128,000. Patek Philippe Aquanaut Orange Strap for $135,000. Audemars Piguet Double Balance Wheel Openwork for $140,000. Patek Philippe Nautilus Flyback Chronograph for $143,000. Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar crafted in platinum for $186,000. Patek Philippe Nautilus Rose Gold Chocolate Dial for $190,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Yellow Gold for $200,000. Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar Green for $230,000. And even a Rolex Daytona Rainbow in Rose Gold, an elegant accessory that is among the most colorful and sophisticated modern watches. Among the eye-catching features is the fact that this piece is set with up to 47 sapphires, as well as being brilliant cut on the straps and crown guards with another 56 diamonds. That's probably why this modern accessory costs between $500,000 and $700,000. In addition to this impressive collection, Virat Kohli also has personalized watches, such as a Tissot Chrono XL Classic and a skeleton concept Virat Kohli. And for having a much larger watch collection, Virat Kohli wins this round. Point for him. Property portfolio. The two businessmen have lived in many properties, but who has the most impressive property portfolio? In the coastal town of Alabog, Virat Kohli bought a luxury holiday villa in the Awas Village area in 2022. The property is 2,000 square feet, with plenty of amenities for Virat and his family. The cleanly designed living room has high ceilings, while the kitchen is integrated into the dining area. The residence has a total of 4 bedrooms, as well as a living room surrounded by large windows and beautiful balconies for relaxing. The outdoor space has lots of greenery and a lush lawn, with a 400-foot-long swimming pool and lounge areas. It's not known how much the luxury property cost, but the residences in Awas Village go for around $1,260,000. The most expensive property he owns in the town of Alabog is an 8-acre farm where he spent his quarantine, which is valued at around $2.4 million. But the luxury properties don't end there. He has lived, for example, in the Rahaja Legend building in Worli, a skyscraper that has units with panoramic views of the city and offers many other amenities to residents, such as a leisure area with a huge swimming pool, an entertainment space with various types of games for fun, a sports court, a children's play area, a pet park, and even a football pitch. Although there are no records of the unit in which Virat Kohli lived, it is known that the player paid $18,000 a month for the place. Virat Kohli also seems to have owned a flat in the Versova area, which allegedly cost him $1.2 million. But the most expensive flat he owned in the city was a unit in the Onkar 1973 skyscraper, located in Worli, one of Mumbai's most sought-after areas. With an area of 3,000 square feet, the place has living rooms with ample space to relax, a formal dining area, an elegant office, and 4 bedrooms with breathtaking views of the area at the resident's disposal. Outside, there are charming verandas where you can dine al fresco. In addition to all this, the complex also has many luxuries, with a beautiful social area in front of an infinity pool, a tennis court, and an exquisite restaurant. Virat Kohli bought this property in 2016, paying an estimated $4 million, but in 2018 he disposed of the flat. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, had a passion for cars and enjoyed the beach with his family. He decided to unite these two passions and buy a property in the Porsche Design Tower, a building made for car lovers. It is an imposing 60-story building that has a spectacular view of the sea and has as its biggest differential the incredible elevator exclusively for cars, something very exotic and hard to find even in the most sophisticated and modern buildings in the world. And it is no wonder that this stunning condominium has been considered one of the favorite places for multimillionaires and one of the most luxurious on the planet. The player's duplex property has approximately 3,200 square feet and is built with top-of-the-line finishes, such as the floor, which is all covered with beautiful white marble. The architecture of the apartment is composed of a light color palette, which brings a sense of sophistication to the environment. The apartment has very spacious and integrated rooms, with the kitchen facing the living room. It is made to offer more socialization to the residents, and it is no wonder that it is divided into only 2 huge bedrooms and 5 luxurious bathrooms. Another eye-catching feature is the large floor-to-ceiling windows, which not only provide excellent natural lighting but also spectacular views of the beach. The residents of this building can also enjoy a beautiful leisure area equipped with everything imaginable but pay a hefty price for this, something around $5,000 just for the condominium. And to live in Porsche Design Tower, one can imagine that it is necessary to invest a good amount of money. According to some sources, Lionel Messi needed to invest around $5 million in this beautiful apartment. Messi likes to own real estate on the coast so much that 2.5 years after he bought his apartment in the Porsche Design Tower, he decided to buy another property on the beaches of the state of Florida, a region that he seems to have liked very much. This time he bought the entire 9th floor of the Regalia condominium, a luxury building on the island of Sunny Isles Beach. This apartment is very similar to his other apartment, with its decoration in light tones, and with large floor-to-ceiling windows that offer a great entrance of natural light and a spectacular view. And since the Argentinian has purchased the entire floor of the building, he has the luxury of being able to enjoy an incredible panoramic view, something that tycoons like and value a lot. The huge apartment has a total of about 5,500 square feet, plus a spacious balcony of another 2,000 square feet, making a total of more than 7,500 square feet at his disposal. The residence is divided into 5 luxurious bedrooms and 5 modern bathrooms that provide the experience of bathing while admiring an incredible landscape. And if he is a foodie, he can enjoy a beautiful state-of-the-art kitchen, as well as a refrigerated wine cellar for over 1,000 bottles. Lionel Messi's property is definitely made for those who are passionate about beautiful views, since there is a huge window in every corner, not to mention the gigantic balcony that surrounds the entire property. And because this apartment has twice as much space as the other one, it cost the player even more money. According to some sources, Lionel Messi had to invest 7.3 million euros in the apartment. Considering that Messi has more expensive property, he wins this round. Point for the Argentinian. Sources of income. As well as being great athletes, they both have many sources of income. But who stands out more in business? Virat Kohli, for example, invests part of his fortune in businesses with which he has an affinity. The Indian professional football club FC Goa, the social network Sport Convo, the UAE Royals professional tennis team, the insurance startup Digit Insurance, the food company Blue Tribe, powerboat racing team Blue Rising Team, and the gaming platform Galactus Funware Technology. One of the companies in which he has invested the most is Chisel Fitness, a chain of gyms in which he has spent $11 million. But the star's business endeavors aren't just limited to investments. In 2014, Kohli signed a partnership with Universal Sportsbiz to launch their own fashion brand. In 2016, he teamed up with Stepathlon Lifestyle to launch Stepathlon Kids. And in 2017, he teamed up with Puma to launch his own clothing brand, called 18. Another sector in which he has become involved is gastronomy, having already opened Nueva, as well as 18 Commune, a chain of trendy bar restaurants. Virat Kohli is also among the most influential athletes in the world. On his Instagram, for example, he has more than 260 million followers, making him one of the 15 most followed people in the world. Among the main companies that have already invested in his image on social media are Mobile Premier League, HSBC, Duraflex, among many others. In all, it is estimated that Virat Kohli endorses more than 30 brands, which earns him several $1 million every year. In other words, Virat Kohli doesn't just rely on his salary as a player. Messi, on the other hand, is an entrepreneur who invests in many sectors. One of his favorites is the tourist business, as he owns MIM Hotels, a chain of luxury hotels with 4 units spread around the world. The unit on the island of Mallorca in Spain, for example, has a robust infrastructure facing the exquisite beaches of the city. Those who prefer to enjoy the snow can stay at the Baquera headquarters, a comfortable and cozy and capable of offering unique experiences. But the most luxurious is the unit in Ibiza, where daily rates can reach more than $1,000 for a single day. And Messi also has investments in other sectors, such as Bellavista del Jardín del Norte, a restaurant in Barcelona that he has invested an estimated €2.5 million. Already in the fashion sector, he founded 2019 the Messi Store, an online clothing store inspired by the player's style. The venture was founded with the support of Ginny Hilfiger, the sister of fashion mogul Tommy Hilfiger. And it seems that this new venture has been quite successful, as the brand's Instagram alone has over 2 million followers. One of the biggest sources of income for the player comes from advertising because he is one of the most famous celebrities in the world. Only on his Instagram, for example, he has more than 400 million followers, which makes him the second most followed profile on this social network. And it is clear that all this exposure ends up attracting the interest of several companies, which are willing to invest a real fortune to link their brand to the player's image. Among the companies that have already invested in Messi are, for example, Lay's, Hawkers, Pepsi, Gatorade, MasterCard, Audemars Piguet, among many others. His biggest and main sponsor is Adidas, a sporting goods company with whom Messi has a lifetime contract, which earns him about $25 million a year. And because it's difficult to determine the turnover of all the businesses, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Net worth. As two successful athletes, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money. But who has amassed the biggest net worth? Starting with Virat Kohli. As with other sports, the athlete's earnings from cricket have also increased with his development. In his initial contract in 2008 with Royal Challengers Bangalore, rumors suggested that he was paid an estimated $14,400 a year. By 2011, he was believed to be earning around $984,000 a year. By 2014, his annual salary had risen to $1.5 million, and currently, some sources estimate that the player earns around $2 million a year. And although these are good figures, it's far from all the money he receives. That's because as a world-famous athlete, Virat Kohli has earned large sums thanks to his other sources of income. Between 2017 and 2018, for example, he is believed to have earned a whopping $24 million. In 2020, Forbes magazine ranked him as the 66th highest paid athlete in the world, earning more than $26 million that year. In 2022, some rumors suggest that he earned around $22 million, including salaries and endorsements. And although no one knows for sure the value of the athlete's total fortune, some sources estimate that Virat Kohli's net worth is $70 million, while other portals propose that his fortune easily exceeds $120 million. Messi, on the other hand, despite having several sources of income, his main one comes from his huge salary as a player. To get an idea of values, some sources estimate that playing for PSG, Lionel Messi receives a fixed salary of $45 million, but with some performance bonuses, this figure can reach $75 million. And it is no wonder that according to Forbes magazine, the Argentine was considered in 2022 the highest paid athlete in the world, earning about $130 million. Adding up all the money Messi has earned during his career, it is estimated that the amount has already exceeded the $1 billion mark, but due to high taxes, some sources estimate that the player must have a net worth of approximately $600 million. So it's clear that Messi wins this round. At the end of this fight, we have 3 points for Virat Kohli against 6 points for Lionel Messi, making him the winner. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.